Recently on social media, there has been this gut health trend, and all of these people are coming out and saying that they're gut health experts and you need to heal your gut and you need to avoid all of these foods because they're causing inflammation in the gut. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true. Now, yes, there are definitely people out there that have IBS or Crohn's disease or other specific diagnoses related to their gut, and they may need to do some specific things with food in order to get their gut functioning the best. But for the general population, these trending words of gut health and restoring your gut and all of those things have just become exactly that, a trend and a fad. And I'm here to tell you that in fact, by doing those things and going on all of these eliminations and stuff that some of these gut health experts are recommending can actually have a really detrimental impact on your metabolism and your muscle mass. So what I want to show you today is someone's body composition analysis after unfortunately falling into this trend. Now, she ended up on a really long elimination diet. It was for like 8 months of eliminating all of these foods. And we saw a really detrimental impact to her muscle mass and, like I said, her metabolism. So this is this person's body composition results. And I just want to explain real quickly that remember, muscle mass and fat mass should not add up to the total weight because we have more things in the body than just muscle mass and just fat mass. But what you see here in December of 2019 was actually this person's last body composition data that I had on her. I had been working with this person for something unrelated to the gut since early 2019, and we have been doing all of these different things, and the last data point I had on her was this data with the weight of 183.6 and muscle mass and fat mass, as you see. Now, she sort of fell off of the schedule, and as you can see, I didn't see her again until June of 2021. And what happened over this time period is, slowly she was doing okay, but she started to notice some gut issues. Things like cramping and a little bit of constipation, and she really wasn't sure what was going on. And so what she did is she went to go see a practitioner that put her on an elimination diet. Now, some of you are probably like, well, what's wrong with elimination diet? Here's the thing. This elimination diet was incredibly restrictive to the point where at one point in the beginning of the elimination diet, this person was only allowed to eat protein and some veggies, not even all veggies. And then it got less and less restrictive as she added things back in. But by the time this person came back in to see me in June of 2021, she was still on this elimination diet. She had been on it for 8 months at this point. And now she was still not allowed to eat gluten, dairy, or legumes. So still really restrictive. So you can imagine how restrictive that was in the beginning. Now, as you can see here, as a result of this elimination diet, look at what happened to her muscle mass and fat mass. So initially, a lot of people would look at this and see the weight and think, oh, well, look, she lost all this weight. That's great, right? Look at her muscle mass. She lost over 10 pounds of muscle mass. Now, yes, she lost over 12 pounds of fat mass, but that ratio, 12 pounds of fat mass lost to 10 pounds of muscle, tells me that the body is starved. And this is really detrimental because the body is going to desperately want to improve that muscle mass, and right now it's compensating for being underfueled. What also is interesting about this is in December of 2019, this person's resting metabolic rate was 1,803 calories per day. Metabolism was functioning exactly how we'd want it to be. In June of 2021, it had dropped all the way down to 1,400. So the body is adapting for being underfueled because of this elimination, because she just had some cramping and bloating. Now, some of you may be wondering, well, what happened with her gut? Like, what if she did have the cramping and bloating? Shouldn't we try to address that? Here's the thing. What we left out is that in the beginning of this, when she started the cramping and bloating, it turned out that she wasn't eating enough. She had sort of unintentionally fallen back into old ways of not eating enough carbohydrates, just not taking enough calories, and her gut adapted to that. So in the beginning, what should have happened here, she started to take in more calories instead of going on this entire elimination diet. And at the end of the elimination, she really didn't even feel that much better. Her gut was still a little bit crampy and a little bit bloaty because really the cause was not taking in enough food. So I want you to remember this when you're seeing all of these trends out there about gut health and needing to cut out gluten and dairy to heal your gut. Remember, chances are that that's not the case. Unless you have a very specific GI diagnosis, the issue might just be that you're not taking in enough food. And we don't want to go on these crazy elimination diets because of the impact that it might have on your body composition and your metabolism. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ask us any questions you might have in the comment section.